welcome to this deep dive. Have you ever walked into like a massive sports bar on a Sunday, looked around, and just paused?
You mean when you're completely surrounded by an absolute wall of screens everywhere you turn?
Exactly. You've got dozens of TVs, all perfectly in sync, playing entirely different games seamlessly, and, without a single stutter. Have you ever stopped to wonder how the digital plumbing behind that actually works?
Right, like how they manage to route the right game to the exact right screen without the entire local network just crashing.
Yeah. I mean, we usually just take it for granted, but it is absolutely not a bunch of basic cable boxes stacked in a dusty back closet anymore.
Oh, definitely not. It is a massive, complex, totally invisible world.
Right. And today, we are zeroing in on a very specific piece of that puzzle. We're looking at a device called the Atlona HW-LUMA-D4111 LumaStream networked AV decoder. It's a unit currently listed for $600 on HDTVSupply.
Which sounds incredibly niche at first, I know.
Well, yeah, but our mission today is to uncover why a specialized decoder like this is necessary, what makes this little box worth $600, and how it acts as the linchpin in the broader world of commercial AV distribution.
Because this single piece of hardware is actually a perfect window into understanding the heavy-duty IT infrastructure running modern, large-scale video networks.
Okay, let's unpack this. The core technical spec we have for this Atlona unit is that it is a dedicated H.264 dial and H.265 or HEVC decoder.
Right, high-efficiency video coding.
Exactly. Think of this box like a hyper-fast United Nations translator, but instead of translating spoken words, it's translating a deeply coded shorthand.
Oh, I like that analogy.
Yeah, so the network isn't sending a massive, uncompressed picture frame by frame. It's just sending a mathematical recipe of which specific pixels moved or changed color since the last frame. And this decoder has to instantly do the math to rebuild that full picture 60 times a second.
And what's fascinating here is the specific computational toll of that translation. We all know raw 4K video will instantly choke a standard local area network, right?
Oh, yeah, completely bottleneck it.
So H.265 solves that bandwidth issue beautifully. It compresses the data so efficiently that heavy video can travel over standard network cables. But in doing so, it shifts the entire burden from the network cable straight to the endpoint processor.
Right, because unpacking that complex mathematical recipe takes serious horsepower.
Exactly. Decompressing HEVC requires immense computational overhead, which, generates a ton of heat. You need a processor that can handle that heavy math continuously without dropping a single frame, day in and day out.
Okay, I hear that, but I have to push back here.
Sure, go ahead.
A standard $40 consumer streaming stick also has H.265 decoding built right in. So if they're both just doing the math to unpack video, what is physically inside this $600 Atlona box that makes it so radically different? I mean, why not just buy a pile of cheap streaming sticks for the sports bar?
That is a very fair point to raise. But if we connect this to the bigger picture, you have to look at the sheer scale and the environment where these devices actually live.
Okay, like what kind of environments?
Well, a $40 consumer stick is designed to watch a movie or two and then go to sleep. In a 247 commercial environment, the processor in that cheap stick will literally overheat and melt down.
Oh, wow. So it's about the physical heat dissipation and continuous uptime.
That's a huge part of it, yes. But it's also about security and network architecture.
How so?
Consumer sticks are designed to constantly phone home to ad servers, and they rely on basic Wi-Fi protocols. This Atlona unit, on the other hand, locks into a hardwired closed-loop intranet. It does not ask for permission from the outside internet.
Which explains who is actually buying these things. When you look at distributors like HDTVSupply, they aren't outfitting living rooms. We're talking about massive modular matrix switchers supporting up to 160 TVs at the same time.
Right. These are complex multi-screen video wall processors for commercial clients.
Wait, really? 160 TVs at once?
Precisely. And you'll even see specific pipelines for government purchasing like federal GSA schedules and TAA-approved products.
So the military relies on this hardware for command center video walls because it is completely self-contained.
Exactly. A consumer stick simply cannot integrate into a synchronized 160 TV matrix, and it absolutely won't meet the rigorous security standards of a government facility.
So it's not just a TV accessory, it's the gatekeeper. If this one node goes down or gets hacked, the entire 160 screen network goes dark. It has to be a bulletproof piece of commercial-grade IT infrastructure.
It really is the essential translation layer. Without that reliable, high-efficiency decoding happening safely at the endpoint, these massive visual displays we rely on just wouldn't be physically possible.
So what does this all mean for you? Well, the Atlona HW-LUMA-D4111 isn't just a pricey gadget. It is the quiet, heavy-duty workhorse making commercial video networking a reality.
Right, it's handling the immense computational math of H.265 decoding so the local network doesn't collapse.
It's a great reminder that the screens we look at are only as good as the invisible network architecture feeding them.
Absolutely.
But it also leaves you with a thought to ponder. As this commercial-grade, high-efficiency AV networking technology continues to get smaller and more advanced, how soon will it be before our entire homes are wired exactly like a 160-screen sports bar or a military command center?
Oh, that's a fascinating idea.
Right. Imagine a house where any screen can perfectly stream any high-bandwidth source, totally seamlessly, over a single hidden network cable without ever relying on spotty Wi-Fi.
It really makes you rethink how we currently build our own living spaces.
It really does. Next time you're sitting at a massive sports bar, take a second to appreciate the intense digital plumbing making it all happen. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive, and keep exploring the invisible networks all around you.